So, hello there, internet neighbor. I was lighting up some caves down here, and there was an Enderman that was oddly angry with me. I don't think I even looked at it, or maybe I did accidentally in passing in some way, but it was coming after me, and I ended up killing it. It dropped an ender pearl, so odd situation. Hopefully I can still do that thing where I can avoid killing endermen to get ender pearls for stuff in general. But yeah, odd situation. All right, let's I imagine right around here there's going to be a time skip. And am I going to actually edit the time skip here, or am I going to wait or do something? Or well, that intro was recorded at least some weeks ago, maybe. Anyway, let me show you some of the things I've been working on. So, I got this pathway extended out down the side of this cliff face kind of area over here. And that kind of hobbity hole-ish kind of house in the hill over here has been gotten to a decently completed state, I think. Oh, and I did some little stuff with the terrain around here. Adding a little bit of a little pond kind of situation. Got one of those fuelless bulk cooker kind of setups for a fireplace in here. Different little decorations and whatnot, and a bed, and yeah. And this down here is something hopefully I can show later in the episode. Yeah, alright. Don't think I've changed too much through this section, except adding some little bits of water here and there. Yeah. Back in this other village. There we go. A horse can go through there, it just gets stuck on there sometimes. Still haven't moved that. Hopefully at some point I can get all these chests that are starting to build up around areas. But for now, they're just kind of stacked up there. And here is the other thing that I kind of worked on over here. So I extended the path down to the nether portal. And do I have something that I can... Okay, I don't have a fence post, so don't go too far, okay? Okay, please, no. Oh, no. Wow, hopefully we can find the horse again. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, the little ruined bits at the bottom are some of the more detailed, actually, shapes. And then the textures are the details for the main kind of obelisk-looking structure. And I think the general thing would be that these are kind of built by a specific... Well, maybe we'll get to that down the road. But yeah, something for first bit of that kind of stuff. Maybe at some point I'll actually make the nether side of it not just be a basic portal in a fairly possibly dangerous area. Anyway, there you are. All right, back to the other area. Oh, I added a little kind of chimney-ish area over there as well. All right, let me show you the... Oh, there we go. The thing that I had down in here. Plan. So, I already have lava up here, and the plan is that I can just get lots of renewable lava from using cauldrons and dripstone and whatnot, and then have it be like the basic bulk smelter of 2 types, or 2 blast furnaces and 2 normal furnaces, and then have a little thing at the bottom that sorts out the empty buckets into a little chest that can be grabbed from pretty easily to then get more lava. Okay, so I already have over these blocks lava sources, so you'll want to put lava sources over whatever you're going to be putting the dripstone on. That will then drip into the cauldron. So, can do that real quick before getting into the rest of the stuff. Ugh, maybe I should empty my inventory too. Okay, inventory more emptied. So, boom, 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 boom. Haha. And then the other side. And then we'll just slap down the dripstone, and then that can be going while we're working on the rest of these. Wait, on the rest of the project. So that should start filling up pretty quickly. Oh, see? Already. Yeah. That's how quick it can happen, I suppose. Though, it's more of like the amount of cauldrons here and here should make it so it's quite a frequent event that you get some renewable lava dripping through from there. Yeah. So these chests will go right here next to each other. And then gonna put down some hoppers. These ones will go straight down into the furnaces, which I'm gonna put on the left here, and the blast furnaces, which are on the right. Then gonna put down, do I not have enough chests? Oh no. Excuse me while I get some more, Okay, so it does appear that one of these chests actually just fell onto the, the, right over there. But, I think I still may need to go and get, another 2 to finish part of this design. This here really is just the main part. That's pretty much the basic execution of it. You have your chest on top, your hopper that goes into the top of this, each of these, and you have your output over here. Oh, did I forget to? So something I was thinking about doing was naming this chest up here like ore input, and this chest here ore output, and then just like smelting input, smelting output. So that it's labeled. Can do that at a. Let me actually do that. I think I only need to label 1 of these each, but I could, since I can do it in stacks. And cut to the part where I rename it. And there we go. That should be them named, and also I grabbed the extra 2 chests. Crafted them up. Yeah. Alrighty, I want to make sure the correct inputs go and outputs go where it is so it's labeled properly. So this will be the blast furnace input. Well, thankfully I think the NBT data carries over from that. Yep, alright. Somewhat at least. So, blast furnace input. Alright. And then this should be blast furnace output. There we go. General smelting input. General smelting output. Alrighty. And then I believe put the empty bucket output right down there. And this is more for just the finishing touches, but I'm going to go ahead and put this here so that, there we go, can access the empty bucket output, but it doesn't, make it so that we fall down a block in order to access it. And I think it kind of looks cool having it that way. As you can see, some time has passed and the lava is collecting up. So my plan is to take buckets and just, grab the lava out by hand and put them into here. But once the once it's been used right here, the hoppers will presumably, just grab the bucket and stick it into the output right here. But I would like those buckets to be separated out from the general output and put into a little empty bucket output right here. So these simple item filters are not of my own design. I looked at a video by NimsTV for this. That video will be linked in the description. I recommend you go check it out. Now, you might not care to do this extra step, but for me, having the buckets filtered out seemed like a quite nice thing. And it should stop at, there we go, there's one left in there, and the rest of the buckets pulled out of there. So one will live in there, basically. And then, yeah, one in the bottom, one in the top for each of these. If you'd like to see how to make that part for sake of fairness, I think you should just probably go watch the NimsTV video. Do I want to put this here? Do I want to add a little bit? What does that look like? Oh, nope, that just covers it up. Whoopsie. Alright, well. I want to get the... Okay. But yeah. Alright, I've got it loaded up in here with 8 of these lava buckets. I guess I have the ones in my inventory. I guess I could make that a bit more, but I'll just throw one of those in there, throw one of those in there, and let's see. I've got a lot of raw iron and stuff that I can just start going in here. This isn't nearly going to cover all of it with just those lava buckets. I think lava buckets smelt like... like 100-something items per bucket. So maybe I could figure out some way to... Well, maybe I don't want to say probably commit to that, but yeah, anyway. Let that kind of work through that. And just spit out the output into there. And then for this side, I'm going to start a bunch of cobblestone going. So let me grab a couple more of those buckets and see those buckets after they were used up. There we go. Were put in there, which technically means we just grab these again. Should be able to increase that number of smelts it can do by a decent amount. Should I add something on the front to add more lava bucket capacity? You know what? That actually sounds like a pretty decent idea, I think. I wasn't planning on originally having a fuel input, since the lava buckets, I was thinking, oh yeah, I mean, they can only have pretty much one, oh, I need to make more chests, at a time in, inside the furnace, since they're unstackable. I was like, well, you know. But if I have individual chests up here, maybe? For fuel input? Is that worth it? Maybe instead... This is getting more complicated. It's getting more complicated. I'm gonna make some more buckets. I'm gonna have a lot of buckets in here. Let's see. I imagine that should be quite a few at least. Let's see. We just grab a bunch of buckets. Should I even have the individual? I wonder what happens if I combine these. Where'd that go to? Okay. If I just do this, and then put 2 at a time in there, does it get split up? It does. Okay. So put 1 in here. Where's it go to? Okay. So because it's randomized, it can keep on going to the same one over and over again. Well, I guess this is good enough for now. Maybe at some point I'll have like a chest minecart that like goes back and forth over here that I can fill up with lava buckets, and then it can dispense them across there evenly or something. But for now, I can just throw in a bucket into each of these, and it'll queue up another one, so it can just keep on smelting. And then as I get more lava out of here, over time, I can just build up the capacity of this. Go over it. Oh, no, wait, nope, stop, take that out, no. Come back here. Just sticking that in there. Yeah, yeah. Okay, anyway. Maybe this isn't completely done. Maybe I'll even just take off the chests and leave the hoppers and stuff, but alright. It's functional. It's functional. Alrighty. Well, hopefully that was informative, entertaining, something in some regard. Hopefully not a bad something in some regard. But yeah. That's kind of what I've been thinking about and thinking up that I've actually finished or am working on with this world currently. So, hope you'll come back, watch some more. Next time, maybe. Yeah. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.